The drama, the soap opera, the reality TV of baseball is so much better than the sport. I mean, it is so much better than the sport. I can't even fathom. And guess what? Tuesday, August 18th, we woke up right entrenched in more drama in baseball. And it revolves around play on the field, which is interesting because this is not normally how baseball operates, with anything that happens on the field mattering. But last night, a man named Fernando Tatis Jr.
Ooh, well done.
Who, by the way, is son of Fernando Tatis the first.
Correct.
No. Senior. Got it. By the way, thinking about naming my kid Patrick Justin McAfee, or Junior, just so I can call him Deuce. You know what I mean?
Nice, just like Tatum.
Yeah. Tatum.
Jason Tatum's son is Deuce, sorry.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Nickname or actual name?
I believe it's a nickname.
Yeah, see, but then I don't like it all the time. I don't like it. I'm out. I got to rechange it. But anyways, Fernando Tatis Sr. was also an MLB player, right?
Yeah.
So this kid grew up in the league.
Pretty much, yeah.
This kid grew up around baseball. Fernando Tatis Jr., you might know him from the San Diego Padres as being the guy that has taken over baseball with his home runs, his dingers, his dong shots, his piss missiles, then his incredibly athletic and entertaining celebrations afterwards. He did the leg thing in the dugout the other day. It captivated everybody. He's been hitting absolute dong shots. This morning, though, he is trending for something very, very different. Very, very different. He's trending because Padres manager, so his coach, said that Jace Tingler Jace Tingler, the Padres manager, he scolded Fernando Tatis Jr. for swinging at a 3-0 pitch up 10-3 in the top of the 8th inning and hitting a home run and basically dancing on the grave of Texas. Now, I don't know much about baseball. I guess the unwritten rule says if you're up by 7 in the top of the 8th inning and you're ahead 3-0, which as a hitter, right, doesn't that mean you should swing even more? I don't know baseball tactics even more, but isn't that a pitch that you're probably going to like?
You're probably going to get a good one,
Yeah, because they're going to have to find the zone here.
Right.
So you know you're going to like it. So if you're up 7 and it's the top of the 8th, you need not swing at the pitch and hit a grand slam to continue this electricity that you've built in the MLB, where nobody's been talking about the MLB. You've been hitting home runs celebrating. He got scolded by his own coach for that, and that is why a lot of people are saying baseball is stupid. But for me, I'm saying, hey, we're talking about how dumb baseball is. That's the only time baseball really gets talked about. I think it's probably a good move. But this is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard, Ty. Speak for your sport. How does this even happen?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And you talk about the unwritten rules. Typically, it's if you're up by a lot like this and you have a 3-0 count, you don't swing unless you know you're going to go yard, which is what he did. And we talked about it. Stats matter in baseball, a lot, especially this year when guys aren't getting nearly as many at-bats. And this is why the Padres have stunk for a long time and probably always will, because they beat the piss out of someone and their manager comes out
and he's mad about
it. He's bitching and whining that one of the best young stars in the game is blistering hot right now. It makes no sense. It's a terrible look.
All right, so now there's been plenty of people that have mocked. Mark Madden from Pittsburgh said, you know what the problem with baseball is? You ever think Babe Ruth thought, we're up 7, no more runs for me today? No, he never did. And all these people that are baseball purists and say that this is an unwritten rule, and the people who probably hate this are the same people that think baseball was so good back in the day whenever they were eating steroids the entire time and all that. It's like I hate that people are coming down on this, because Michael Irvin said it best. He said, hey, you don't want us dancing, stop us from scoring.
That's right.
And that was 100% real. And I think that's the difference. And I know this is going to sound bad. I know it's going to sound terrible. But I guess that's the difference between people that compete in team sports versus people that haven't competed in team sports and maybe have been fans of it or whatever. Hey, we've practiced our entire week to beat the hell out of that team. They have practiced the entire week. Or in baseball, probably not that many days, but they have trained. They put their team together. They had that lineup together. They put those pitchers in because they thought that could potentially give them the best thing to win. If you can't beat somebody, that's on you, okay? It's not like in the real world where you should show pity. It's this is the realm of competition. This is the globe environment of competing against each other. If I'm better than you, that just sucks for you. That is, I'm sorry. We're both getting paid to be here. That's the way it goes. And obviously baseball doesn't see it that way.
Are there unwritten rules in the NFL, or is that one of them, would you say, or not?
No, I don't know. I feel like in football, if there was any unwritten rules, you would know. I think maybe the conversations and the things you talk about are unwritten rules. And I would assume like maybe offensive linemen and defensive linemen have unwritten rules with each other, like, you know, like, hey, don't roll up on somebody. Like there's like things like that that I would assume are common sense wise, but I don't think they have anywhere near the amount of drama unwritten rules that baseball has over there with Ty, that sport over there. It's awesome that we're talking about it.
Yeah.
Hey, like baseball should almost think like, you know what we are? We're keeping up with the Kardashians, dude.
Yes.
All right. Like our product, okay, you're going to like the show. Maybe you'll get captivated by it, but wait till you hear what happens with Lord Disick. Wait until like Trevor Bauer came out. Trevor Bauer outage. He says, hey, Tatis Jr., listen up. Keep swinging 3-0 if you want to. This guy's a pitcher no matter what the game situation is. Keep hitting homers no matter what the situation is. Keep bringing energy and flash to baseball and making it fun. The only thing you did wrong was apologize. Stop that. And Trevor Bauer, Power Hour, by the way, is a man who has taken a baseball from the mound and thrown it over center field because he got so upset, which, by the way, means whenever he wins, probably quite a spectacular celebration as well. That's a competitive human that understands that whenever you accomplish something you've been working your ass off for, it calls for a little bit of emotions, even though some people hate it.
Yeah, and your situation was much worse because, like football, you can't have AB in there with 4 minutes left and getting hurt. Tatis, you start the game, you end the game in baseball normally. And I'm sure there's a situation in baseball where a team has been up 7 runs in the 8th inning and the other team has come back to win.
Yeah, but I thought this was going to be a blowout, like Texas hadn't got on the board. And then I watched the video. They've already scored 3. Okay, so they have gotten some hits. They have seen the ball a little bit. Now, granted, San Diego has done much better, which I guess is not normal. They stink.
Yeah, they stink.
Okay, so San Diego's done better. But what happens in the 9th if a guy gets hot? Like, how come baseball doesn't have the old, let's go ahead and put this game out of its misery mindset? And why is there an unwritten rule against putting people out of their misery? Do you guys not like competition in
Twist the
baseball?
knife.
Do you not like talent in baseball?
See, the good teams don't give a rat's ass about that. I mean, listen, you'll see the Yankees stepping on throats every chance they get.
I got a bunch of savages in that box.
Yeah, exactly. No, and you look at it too, like none of these players care about it. Like the players aren't saying anything. It's all like the columnists and writers and some of the managers who have the issues with it. Like these younger guys don't care about the unwritten rules. They'll pimp home runs. They'll celebrate strikeouts. Like these guys don't care about it. They're trying to have fun and look good and play good. Like they,
and think about maybe making the sport entertaining.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be cool. Hey, here's a concept that works.
Get the olds out of baseball.
We got it whole. Can't do that. That's quite a generalization.
That's what you have to
gotta
on
remember,
the field. The managers, not the fans.
You got to remember, there are some olds that get after it, I would assume.
Oh, yeah.
But the olds that talk are normally the loudest.
Yes.
Not many olds talk.
A lot. Actually,
quite a few.
Complete opposite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what we're talking about here is the complete opposite.
Oh.
They've got opinions, my friend.
Yeah. And they would say it's from experience and all that. But I would also say you're potentially jaded by things changing and you not respecting what they've become because the way you did it you think is the absolute best. Classic story.
Boom.
Since the beginning of time.
Not 1965 anymore, you know?
It's actually 2020, if you didn't know.
What?
And this year is wild. Couldn't fathom what the olds think of this year. Oh, I actually could. Go on Twitter one time.